Have you ever wondered what happens when heaven itself steps into a human argument? What does it look like when the one true God decides to answer? We're going to a moment in history that defines power, faith, and the stunning difference between manufactured religion and genuine divine encounter. Welcome to Mount Carmel. Picture this, a rugged mountain, a vast, anxious crowd gathered under a tense sky. On one side, hundreds of prophets, confident in their numbers and their God, Baal. On the other, one man, Elijah. He stands alone, his presence a stark contrast to the noisy majority. The challenge is simple. Call down fire from heaven. Let the God who answers with fire be God. Two altars are built, side by side. The stage is set for a showdown that will echo through eternity. The spectacle begins. The prophets of Baal launch into a frenzy. They shout, they chant, they dance with wild abandon around their altar. Their cries grow louder, more desperate, echoing across the mountain. They plead with their God to send the fire, to prove his power. But their voices are met with an unnerving silence. The hours drag on, and the sky, as if mirroring the emptiness of their pleas, begins to darken. Storm clouds gather, casting a heavy shadow over the scene. Elijah watches this desperate performance, calm and unshaken. He knows something they don't. He knows that no matter how loud you shout, a false god has no voice to answer back. The energy of the crowd shifts from anticipation to unease. All eyes are on the altar of Baal. It stands cold, untouched. The wood is dry, the sacrifice is ready, but there is no fire, no sign, no answer. A chilling wind sweeps across the mountain, a whisper of the profound silence from Baal's supposed heaven. The confidence of the prophets dissolves into confusion, then fear. Their gods are silent because their gods are not there. The silence isn't peaceful. It's the deafening silence of absence, of a void where power was supposed to be. In that moment, the crowd feels the weight of that emptiness. Then, it's Elijah's turn. He doesn't shout, he doesn't dance, he moves with quiet purpose. First, he rebuilds the altar of the Lord, which had been torn down. He carefully places 12 stones, one for each tribe of Israel, a powerful symbol of unity and covenant. Then he does something that seems completely counterintuitive. He has them drench the altar with water. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, until the wood is soaked and water fills the trench he dug around it. There is no room for tricks, no possibility of human explanation. When everything is saturated, he steps back, lifts his eyes to the darkening sky, and prays. His prayer isn't a frantic shout, it's a conversation calm, confident, and full of faith. He asks God to show his power, not for his own glory, but so the people will know that he is the one true God, and then it happens. Before Elijah has even finished his prayer, the sky splits open. A column of fire, brilliant and terrifying, descends from heaven. It doesn't just lick at the sacrifice, it is an overwhelming torrent of divine power. The fire consumes the offering, the water-soaked wood, the heavy stones of the altar, and even the very dust beneath it. It licks up every drop of water in the trench. The entire mountaintop is bathed in an otherworldly glow, a light so intense it forces everyone to their knees. The raw, untamable power of the living God is on full display. The crowd, moments before wavering and uncertain, falls on their faces, their voices rising in a single, unified cry of awe and repentance. The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God. As the last embers of the supernatural fire fade, they don't leave behind smoke and ash. They transform into a soft, golden light that seems to wash over the mountain. The storm clouds that had gathered now part, and a profound peace settles over the land, a peace that can only come from the presence of God. The chaos is gone, replaced by clarity. Elijah stands still, a solitary figure amidst a transformed people. The argument is over, the debate is settled. God's power has been revealed in a way that leaves no room for doubt or confusion. This story isn't just about a miracle that happened thousands of years ago, it's a timeless lesson. In a world filled with loud voices, competing ideologies, and countless things demanding our worship, we're often left wondering what's real. The account of Elijah on Mount Carmel shows us that the true God doesn't need to compete in the noise. He doesn't need our help to prove himself. When he chooses to reveal himself, his power is undeniable, his presence is unmistakable, and his truth silences all confusion. He is the God who answers. Thank you so much for watching. If this story impacted you, consider subscribing for more content that explores the powerful truths of faith. We'll see you in the next video.